Hi, my name is Ashley Chimera, and these are a couple of cartwheel variations with rope dart. The first one is done in a horizontal plane. This one's going to be a little easier, a little more accessible, something you'll be able to get down faster than the second one. And it's still really flashy and has a lot of payoff. I would say they probably have about the same level of flash and audience response, but the first one's going to be a lot easier, and the second one took me personally a long time to get down. So here's the first one. We're going to start horizontally. You're going to have it wrapped around your back. And oftentimes, even when I'm performing, I'll stop at this point and then just start doing horizontal circles over my head to give myself time to kind of calibrate the plane of the dart before I go for the cartwheel. And here's the cartwheel step. It's going to go around the inside of your thigh, right here. So from out, around the inside, and we're going to do this as we lift up this leg. So the goal is to only let it wrap around one leg, and then once you're upside down, you invert the plane and it unwraps itself. From the other side. And this is one that is easier if you have more momentum on the dart and more speed. It's hard to slow down and keep them synchronized because for this to work, the speed of the dart moving has to line up with the speed of the cartwheel that you're doing. So I think of it like riding a bike, where if you're going faster, then the balance component is actually easier. So practicing this one for me looked like a lot of just kind of throwing my body into the cartwheel and feeling what was working well and looking back at video. The second cartwheel we're gonna do is done in a vertical plane, and it's gonna go down the back first, and then it's gonna do like a leg weave from a saddle, if that makes sense. So like this. So to start working on this one, just make sure you can do that leg weave with the saddle, and pay attention to your hips. This is significantly easier to make work if you move your hips 180 degrees through the movement of the steps. And practicing it with just this step first also allows you to get used to the amount of slack that you need, because if you have too much slack, then it's going to go longer and it's going to hit the ground, because now we're in vertical plane where it actually has the potential to do that. And if you go too short, then you're going to have fire really close to your thighs, and it also is going to make the dart move so fast that it might just bump into your leg or stop moving by the time your body gets to the other side. So again, this is just like the last one, where the speed of the dart and the speed of your body moving has to line up the right way. You kind of have to synchronize it. But now we have to also worry about the amount of slack that we're giving. It's kind of a fine window. So practicing it with this step without the cartwheel is going to help a lot. And for the cartwheel step, you kind of just throw it in the middle of this. My advice on making it work is similar to the previous one, where because you need the momentum of the dart and the body to line up, you kind of just have to throw your body at it and feel how fast your body is going versus how fast the dart is going. And having video will help with that too if you're more of like a visual learner. But it's definitely something that, like, feeling the momentum of the prop and feeling the momentum of your body gets really key here. So adding the cartwheel in, once we do that leg lift that I've been doing just to make the turn, that leg lift is just going to turn into initiating the cartwheel. And I'm cartwheeling with my free hand first and then my anchor hand second. My anchor hand is still holding a certain amount of slack, like this, but I am using both hands to still do a two-handed cartwheel. And that is the end of cartwheel variations. Last thing I want to say is that before I started doing this, I didn't know how to do a cartwheel. And I actually kind of did it by accident. So if you feel intimidated by like the acrobatic or gymnastic aspect of it, don't be, because I don't have any background in those. And honestly, my cartwheels on their own are sloppy, but you don't need good cartwheels for this. Just the fact that your body's going upside down makes it look really flashy, and it adds a lot to it visually. So keep at it.